Alright, I can probably, after this game, I can go through some of the classes if you want to. I think it was, Iron Sever. I keep butchering the name, probably. You wanted me to do a rundown of some of the classes, and I can do that. Well, let's first see what we get this game. I hope you guys don't mind the discussions. I really like having good discussions with my girlfriend about the games, so we can learn from it and become better players. So I hope you guys enjoy that as well. It's not something that you'll get on a lot of streams, I imagine. I think people just queue up, get that game, when they die they'll leave and queue up again. Here we actually try and understand what happens in the game. So when it's all about patterns. So if you stay in a game, even if you die early, if you just stay in a game, you can really learn the patterns and then you become a better player. Warhammer 2? I know. I feel bad, okay? I feel bad. But I really like these games right now. I want to get as much out of them as I can. This is a $10 game. Oh. So we are a mercenary. Good. My goal is to make sure that 3 survives. Excuse me. Do you even know his role or his faction? No. As mercenary, all you get is guard this target. My target claimed that he's a psychic. So you can guard the bad dudes. Yep. I'm not gonna guard my target second night. If he dies now, I'm so sad. Check 4. So the Okay. Observer killed. Check for my ass. I'm the mighty sword of Harash. Oh my god. Yeah, that's possible. Wait, why what? Alright. Target doesn't want God tonight. Dantes, could you ask the question with more than why? I'm very focused, so I kind of forget what I said before. I'll gladly answer your question. And Wingstar, good to see you, dude. Things are going slow. Probably a cult game. None has claimed possession. And no signs of Reaper yet. Could be pure cult game. Why don't you just guard him every night? Yeah, because I only have 4 charges. So if you don't expect him to get attacked, you want to save it for later. It is a risk, but it's about reading the game. Four is so fucked. Nice, Darkness. That sounds amazing. Thank you very much. Yeah, the king is super fucking passive. Target unsure. Oh god, to be safe. You also get yourself prevent others from visiting your target. You will be immune to death. That's also very, very important. I can get killed if I don't do anything, but if I'm guarding my target, then I will also be protected. Yep. Kill a player that accuses your target of treason during the day. Not using that yet. You were possessed. Okay. That's scary. Yeah, let's get the king out. The king is not doing anything. I agree. Mega, yeah. Seven is neutral. No shit. Yeah. Super obvious evil king. Yeah. Either he's new. What does possessed mean? There is a neutral killer that's called a possessor. He possesses someone and forces them to kill someone else. That means that if somebody is following or checking the character that you possess, it will look like they are the murderer and not you as a character. Else, normal killers can get followed, and then they'll see this guy visited that guy ended up dead, thus he's the killer. But the possessor bypasses that. But the target that gets possessed gets it told. He was a neutral king. Very bad neutral king then. That's true, Wingstar. Yep. Neutral king, lazy fuck. Knight 5. We're getting pretty late in the game. None of the cult has been... Oh, there we go. So that was likely a prince kill. Yeah, we'll vote for that. That means princess is aiming for king. Never saw a streamer that kept such an extensive log. How can you not keep an extensive log? I don't get it. Oh my god. Some people that don't keep logs. So far, Ritual, the cult people are doing quite well. I'd tell Prince that 12 claims Princess, but how would I know that? How would I know who he is? And technically, I don't care. Right? Technically, I do not care. All I want is my target staying alive, and currently, I've been doing a pretty fucking good job at doing that. All I need is for them to find out who the bad guys are. And currently we do have a possessor, which is scary. You need to do that, Winkstar. You cannot... I don't think you can be good at this game if you don't try and figure out what the others are. People can play whatever the fuck they want, but... I'm all for going for 12. You see, that's why you write logs. 12... I was just told by the sidekick that 12 claims Princess, now she claims Hunter. Yeah. You see? There we go. I got info straight to the king. I know the king is good. The person is claiming 2 different classes. Okay. 15 and Hunter. Okay. Did I guard my target last night? 1. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 15 seems like Prince. Is a rank system announced? No, not so far. Not that I know of. This is fucking risky. Do I guard him? No. nothing. He's not being accused at all at any time. I'm gonna die now. Oh, we're good. Please just don't die 3. Yep. He like I said in my journal, 15 seems Prince. He's Prince. Yeah. He's... Oh, that was so terrible. Yeah. What he did that was wrong was he basically said, I have no way of executing. That tells the cult, oh, this guy doesn't have a way of executing anymore. That's the prince. And the king did not pick up on it. Yep. He fucked himself. 16 was possessor? Well, at least possessor. I don't think they need a rank system. They just need a more you've played, because you can lose games randomly without you being a bad player. So they just need the more experienced you are, the more experienced people you come up with. Can somebody quickly explain what possessor jump means? I kind of have to pay attention here. Come on, let me delete some of my log. There we go. Fuck. So now we're part of the cult. Okay. Nice. Okay, this is risky now. So now I'm gonna lie to 3, because now my goal is no longer to protect him. I don't care about him anymore. But now my extensive journal can help the cult, you know? Good, good. What up, Daku? Good to see you, dude. We almost won. King is evil. Fuck. Shit. That psychic link really screwed me. I was turned last turn. It's good for me though. It's good for me though. The cult looks good. So 4 is just a buffoon. Yep. 4 is actually a fucking paladin. Oh my god. Uh, 4 needs to die now. If you're a bad guy, who killed you? It was a paladin. Or a knight. No, it was a knight. A knight is a killer class that can kill an evil character. So he suspected me of being evil, and then he just went for it, and he killed me. If he was wrong though, he would have committed suicide. So it was a... Oh, paladin, yeah. King has voted to execute 3. The king knows that this guy, who was my target, is a psychic. So now he's killing off the blue dragons to win. He's psychic. Yeah. Evil king. That means we win, right? Almost. Six is possess. Okay. So who gets executed? 4 gets executed. Yep. Evil king. King is playing a risky game. I hope it'll pay off. I really hope so too. Luckily for me, I actually got converted. Because that's the only way I could win. The king is evil. So the king is evil. That means that I had no chance of winning the game because my target was 3. Unless they killed my target first, I didn't get converted and got a new contract that would be part of the cult. So this actually benefits me. Yes! The cult leader initiated the paladin. And the king was found dead. Yep. That means it's only possessor left. GG cult. Were there too few to pick a new king? No. There we go! Yes! Oh my god. GG! That was an amazing game. Wow. You know what? I think I did my job. I think my journal. I think I did I help the cult, right? Yeah, I confirmed for the cult who was who. Yeah. So I actually helped the cult. Yeah, there's no way he can do anything. Oh yeah, feels good, man. Feels good, man. Possessor? Yeah. GG, well played. Oh yeah! Ah, that was such a good game. GG! Holy fucking puck chirp! GG, well played. Oh, my girlfriend was the hunter. Oh, man. Holy fuck. So Possessor did jump. Yep. Possessor did jump. Holy fuck. That was 2 mercenaries? Wait. 4 was a mercenary? And killed me. So... Which one was your contract? Because he killed me because I voted for his target. Yeah. He used the revenge thing. Before he got converted. And he targeted me. And he ended up killing me. So he was not knight. Yeah, he went for it. Holy fuck. That was such a good game. Holy crap. I had no idea my girlfriend was number 16. How were you 16?
I was 6, you idiot.
Oh.
Possessor got my ass.
Ah.
And he fucked himself in the process because I was the only one getting rid of cults. I was the only voice of reason. And he was like, oh, if I can silence 6, that means I get rid of a beating and I get a good alibi. But he fucked up because now the cult got the fucking...
Yeah.
He should not have possessed me. He should have possessed someone else. But I had wolfed him, so he was a borrowed time.
Ah, that's why he jumped.
Yeah.
4 got me.
Yeah, it was so fucking...
I thought he was a fucking paladin or a knight.
King was just like... Honestly, King lost the game. He was inexperienced. It was bad luck that he got King.
Yeah, that was really bad for you guys.
He had played like 3 games. So
Yeah, it was really sad that.
I was I was completely convinced that he was evil because like he had basically won the game for the cult by being so passive.
Yeah, I actually thought that the king was, the second king was good because I knew the 13 was confirmed princess, and then princess became evil king.
Yeah.
I did not know that that was a thing. I did not know it was just a random thing. I thought that it sort of corresponded to your alignment. But chat was like, fucking, oh my god, this game, what the fuck, possessor chat, oh my god. Also because I got converted the turn before I died.
Yeah.
And that was the only reason I won.
Who the fuck did I wolf? I wolfed. Yeah, oh right. Did I wolf you?
No.
Well,
Did you wolf 3?
Hmm?
Did you wolf 3 at any point?
Somebody bled out, and I think they were cult.
Yeah.
I think that was a ritualist or something like that.
That was 2. 2 was a starter ritualist.
I don't know. I bled 1 because I lost my patience. And Prince asked me to wolf 16 in private message. And 16 turned out to be possessor.
So that was good. But he jumped.
No, because then he jumped to me.
Yeah.
Because I was the only
If he didn't jump to you but anybody else, that would have been good. Then it would have been a BD win, I think.
Then actually he might have had a chance because BD was just fucking retarded that game. I think if he had jumped to anyone else, Colt wouldn't have been like so overruling or whatever you call it.
Colt was down when I got converted. I got all my intel about, because my target was the psychic. So I was confirmed by psychic, king, everybody. Nobody touched me. So I had all the info, and as soon as I got turned, I was like, all right. So they knew exactly who to convert and when to kill.
But the problem was the turning point was really, like, apart from when the cult leader claimed fucking fool, pretty much, and Prince didn't have any fucking charges, I don't know why. Then it was when Possessor possessed me that basically won the game.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was really the one rushing people along and saying we need to get shit done, we need to execute, we need to, like, tell me what to do, Prince, I trust you, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And immediately when you got me and Prince out of the way, it was just easy.
You talk like it like I had anything to do with it.
No.
I literally did.
You were just part of the cult, so. But like,
technically, I was lucky.
It was so annoying because people were so quiet. Like, this is obviously a
Thor did not play. Thor played kind of interestingly because everybody thought he was a fool and thus he was not a target.
Yeah.
That was really interesting, actually.
Wait, Thor? No.
Thor was mercenary. That was the guy that kept saying, "I will." Blah, 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 blah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I believe Thor because Thor made a contract with me. But.
Yeah, but everybody else thought he was fool.
Yeah, but I would just.
But Prince fucked it up. Prince got himself killed. I said so in my journal as well. He said the day before, Prince should execute Thor because he's fool, and then he said, "I don't have charges." Instantly hit. Night after.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
There were people claiming that Thor was fool.
Yeah.
And then the
No, you mean
No.
It wasn't 4. It was 7. No, it was 12. It wasn't 4. It was 12.
Okay, it doesn't matter because 15 just said, "I don't have more charges."
Yeah.
And I was like, that is the stupidest thing you can ever say.
Why is it stupid?
Because then he gets killed.
Why?
Because he's Prince.
No, everybody knew he was Prince. The fucking King's Journal outed him.
Oh, it did?
It was out in the open that 15
okay.
was Prince.
Okay.
And it was out in the open that 6 was Hunter.
Okay.
Like everything was outed because of the King's Journal.
Okay, I guess I didn't read that then.
Yeah, people don't fucking read journals. Like,
I read everything! I just miss things sometimes. Don't be rude. I read journals.
like, it's just when the information is there, I just assume that everyone is aware of it. But people apparently don't read stuff.
People read stuff, people can just miss stuff. You need to stop being that arrogant. People miss stuff.
Yeah, but it's also because people don't care. Like, people don't care enough.
Did you see my journal?
No, because I didn't care.
Yeah, exactly. My journal was fucking amazing.
You didn't die either, did you?
I died, what the fuck?
Well, you were evil, so I didn't bother checking it because it would be full of
Yeah,
lies.
but my I has a Merc thing. I have to say these after game discussions are awesome. I'm glad you enjoy them. Not sure, but I think Princess became Duchess and then stepped up to become King. That why he was an evil king. Yeah, that could make sense.
What does it say, Princess?
Princess and then King, but it only says Start class and Final class.
Yeah.
So that is actually a possibility.
Yeah. She was converted, definitely.
Your long log was neat. Appreciate it. I spent a lot of time on my logs as well. It's
basically
but it's so easy when somebody dies. If you have a lot of stuff going on during that turn, by whatever means, then it's sometimes difficult to read the log of the guy that died if multiple people die and everything like that. There can be a lot of reasons why you don't get to read a log, but it was definitely a mistake not to recognize it was the king that died and reading his log. That was definitely a mistake.
I would say that I didn't read your log and I didn't really read any. I skimmed it, but like the cult's logs, I didn't really care about it because usually it's just it's just bullshit most times. Like you can't trust shit of what it says.
I think actually most of the time you can.
Like sometimes you can. Sometimes you can get information, but it's very easy to skim for it. And usually like unless the person is really bad at the game, like
I think a lot of people that start out as cult have very bad journals, and converted have really good journals.
Yeah.
And that's what was the case with me, for example.
People with because I do this when I get converted, I basically erase all the information that will be useful for BD and all the information that will be useful for the cult I will leave in. So for example,
yeah, I did that too.
If I know who the prince is, I won't write it in my journal if I'm BD. If I'm evil, I will write who the prince is, for example.
Yeah. I do the same.
Because it's basically who are you helping, which is why I usually assume that the journal isn't really like of cults. It's not really gonna be useful for BD.
Yeah. Cult games are no Duchess, but yeah, she was obviously converted. Yeah. Sorry, not Duchess. That's an unseen game, but she got into what is it, Sika? Yeah, I think Princess get converted to Sika.
I know because I've been there and it sucks.
I actually didn't mind. Like getting converted here was actually interesting because I was out of my. I couldn't protect 3 anymore, and the game was going really slowly. And I was, as soon as I got converted, I was like, okay, I have all the intel. We can actually maybe win a cult game. And then when they said King is evil, I was like, okay,
honestly,
we got it.
It was also an easy game because King.
Yeah, King was shit.
King was shit.
Yeah.
You had a neutral killer who basically did all
nothing.
Oh, he did a lot.
Not in the beginning. No, I was the first possessed target at night 3. Or night 4. He didn't do anything for 3 or 4 nights.
No, but we were still aware there was a possessor.
Were we?
Yeah, and he didn't give any information, like he was just silent the whole game.
Yeah.
Which basically just added to the silence. Like if he had been anything else, like BD or neutral in another non-lethal way, he would have talked with us probably.
Yeah. He was inexperienced, I think.
Yeah. Rest of BD totally bandwagoners, didn't fucking know what to do. Like would pretty much leave at anything, didn't think for themselves. King didn't think for himself. Psychic didn't know that he was last BD standing. Like,
Yeah.
he was actually surprised, and he was, at that point, he was questioning whether King was evil, but he didn't understand that everyone around him was evil.
Yeah.
Like, it was just...
But that was why we did not target... The cult didn't target 3, because I said he's a psychic, he's no threat. You don't care about him.
Yeah.
The Possessor killed him, I think.
No, you executed him.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. The king actually forced it through.
Yeah.
I forgot.
And obviously Possessor. Obvious.
The Virustar, no problem, dude. And Ramform, good to see you. Alright, I think that was discussion for that game.
Yeah, but King fucking... Well, for all the chat who didn't see a fucking BD loss, that's how you do it, basically.
Yeah, you have a bad king.
Yeah, you have one person who does something and that person gets possessed and fucked.
Well,
From
if you...
BD.
Yeah, but if you had a good king, that might not have mattered in the end.
No, because that guy was just inexperienced. It was bad luck. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you had a good king, it might not even have gone to that.
Oh, you mean not a neutral? I thought you mean like instead of a neutral, a good, but you mean actually a good
player.
A player who's
A neutral king that knows what the fuck he's doing will usually win the game for BD.
Yeah, because even if you are neutral, like as a king, you don't want to seem like an evil king. You want to survive, so you want to gain the trust of
BD because they're outnumbering. So you want to find out all the small things, and
you
like we did last night, a game that took like 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the king was just like done, and everybody got executed within 4 or 5 nights, and then the game was over.
Because if you're not useful, you're not like the king,
you get executed.
Like the king is supposed to be the one like managing everything.
Yep.
And if the king is managing and is everything,
then people want him out and get a new one.
Then he's actually a restraint on BD.
Yeah, because they are looking to him for answers.
Like I think we wasted 3 nights on just him being an idiot and BD is dying everywhere.
Yeah.
Which fucking sucked.
And also because you lost your observer really early and you had very few investigative classes. You had a drunk, you had princess and observer, and observer is probably more important than any of the others.
Observer died really fast.
He was.
Princess was turned relatively fast, I suppose.
5 got turned late.
And like there were just no intel. Psychic.
Drunk didn't even give intel.
No, like.
It was just a poor game for BD, honestly.
Like I was sort of happy when King died and I found out that 15 was Prince because that meant I could get an ally and we could get some shit done. That was also immediately when I found out he was Prince, we just started whispering to each other and started figuring shit out. And that was where we got some kills and cults.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if I had been in contact with Prince earlier or Prince King had been good or something, you might not have won.
I don't think we should have won that. I think that we won that because the first king was a new player.
He wasted like 3 or 4 nights. Which is pretty fucking vital.
Yep. And I was lucky. I won because I was lucky to get converted and being on the winning side. I had nothing to... Like, I had a very important role in confirming things they already were onto. And then they sort of went with that, but that position, I would have won the game still if the first king would have been good, because then my target would not die, the psychic would not be killed, and then I would win as mercenary, because then the game wouldn't have been that long at all, and then I would have won as mercenary. So
I think it's true, by the way, just on another note, what they say about talking. I think it would actually be smart if you're a BD to make a list of everyone. Just make a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just note how much they're talking. Just if you have the time at night, just note how much they're talking. Like quiet, said a little, talked a lot. Like just that because the first nights, like the evil people are likely to just like remain relatively silent, to just like let the others monger.
But it's difficult because you only have 2 pages to write, right?
Yeah, but you can write it. You can just write it on a second page.
Yeah, but I usually write a lot of stuff on my second page.
Yeah, but then you'll just have to find room.
No, I don't feel like doing that is something that would benefit me, but it could benefit other people.
Yeah, but like take it as something like 3 first days. Those who are extremely quiet need to be questioned. And then you can pretty much throw that list away and just mention the ones who were suspicious.
Yeah, you could do that. You need to be fast though.
Yeah, but
holy shit.
But that's also why I think we should have a bit more time. But anyway, I think because that would basically nail it down to who's actually suspicious, who's acting suspicious, because all those numbers, like, it's very confusing. I keep losing track of it and who did that what, and oh right, tennis prince, fuck, that was, oh shit. Now I've been wasting time on that and stuff. So I think that would be a pretty wise choice to do. And also, like, mention, for example, whispering to king or something like.
Yeah, but then now it comes down to individual playstyle, right?
No.
You can't say that that's just a formula that works for everyone.
No, it works for BD because the evil ones will be quiet the first night, and that's why it's not the first days, and that's why people say, I've heard, that evil players who talk a lot are very good players. Of course, you need to know what you're doing, but basically, if you're sort of giving a bit of information, like this might be a cult game because of that, like general information, like which I also did when I played, I think, Mastermind.
That's also a sign.
General information. No, because that's where a player is playing good, because then the player is playing around the silent game, like who is most silent, thus taking suspicions off of themselves by being moderate, like being helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot, but just enough. And
I guess, but now we're going over to a lot of general stuff. We should probably play another game.
You're really bored, huh?
No, I just think that it's an interesting discussion, but it comes down to those are general rules that you sort of learn.
Yeah, just sharing it. I think particularly like people who don't have a lot to do during the day and who knows how to get the king to trust them, like because of their class, needs to note down who's talking and who's not talking.
That's true.
Like people who, like physicians, for example. Priests, like, because all the investigative
classes are too busy.
Will talk during the day to the king, whereas then all the support class, I would say.
That see, that is a good point. That is really good.
Because then that would.
The basic classes should not do it because they'll confirm themselves, but the classes that are difficult to confirm need to come up with something different.
Yeah, but I think that would also be like, because if everyone like made a little report of who has been very quiet and gave it to the king on like night 3 or 4, or day 3 or 4, like it would be pretty obvious who's who and who's been doing what. Like, because you can just compare quickly who are the 3 most likely, who are the 3 most suspicious people on this person and this person, and then you can see what mix and matches. And if there's someone who's just like really off, then it's interesting. But that would require BD to do a lot more work, and
they don't.
And let's face it, like people have a hard time playing priest to begin with, which is the most talkative, like reliant on talk. class there is.
Priestess is like the most important class in the current meta, if you can say that.
But still, it's reliant on talk, and you have a really bad game if the priest isn't talking.
Yeah.
And sadly, there are just a lot of lazy fucking players.
Yeah, that's true.
And I really think this is a game that reaches its potential when people are engaged in what's happening.
I feel like if you are not ready to commit your time and energy, you should not play.
No, because it's a strategy game. Like it's a mind game basically.
This is all about mind games. There's nothing else to say. This is a strategy game. It has random elements to it, which makes it fun. Or to mix things up. So it has that randomness element that people like, where you can randomly get a kill on a good dude or something like that. But you can also really play around in nooks and crannies and bait people and stuff.
Basically, if you're a BD with no information, you suck.
Yeah.
Because like during the day, if you don't have any information, you look at what the other players are doing. Who do you trust? Who don't you trust? Why?
That's what I did as mercenary. I literally have nothing to do at night apart from click or click.
Yeah, exactly.
So on my whole right side, sadly I can't pull it up. That was all about noting who whispers the king the most.
Yeah, but
who whispers the king consistently. That could confirm BD.
Yeah, but again, you need to make this edible for the other players.
That's what I did.
So.
But you didn't read it because I was a ritualist.
No, I don't know exactly how it looked, but like I can imagine how it looked, and I would say.
That's not a thing.
Because you need to think about how people will react. Like, you need to realize that people are not gonna read it very carefully. That they're just not. So you have to make it very edible. You have to, like... Also, the things that are very important are basically just caps. And you have to make it very organized. So that's why I suggest that you make a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I don't want to do that. I don't like it. I tried to do it and I didn't like the way it felt. I like the way that I'm doing it now, so good players can get something out of it. And so if I need the information, I can get it.
But the problem is...
You don't have to convince me to change the way that I play.
No, but it's not even that. Like you say good players, but it's really just those who read fast and get things fast. Because you get pretty much no time to read those journals. No time at all. If it's just a
you don't have
darlings, listen to me please. If you have a wall of text, nobody's gonna fucking read it. I'm sorry, but no, because if let me talk. If you have a wall of text and 3 people die on the same night as you do, people are not gonna read your fucking journal. I'm sorry, but they're not. That you need to like make it very edible, and you need to concentrate what have you thought into very short, like done is suspicious, silent, done. Silent.
Yeah, I mean I can see your point. The reason I didn't do this game was because I was mercenary. I don't care.
Yeah.
So it was more for my own, so I could help during the day and not as much if I died. So much arguing, no gameplay. That's what happens when you've been together for more than 3 years. All of a sudden, you end up arguing over a video game, and if you need to write in paragraphs in a log in a video game, or if you should write it in dot form, or if you... the game is really hard.
Generally, it's a good idea.
If you have more time of agreement with McDerp, the game is too fast to do that. It is a good point.
Yeah.
I think that when I play BD, I am a lot more condensed. But when I play neutral, I don't care if BD reads my journal.
Yeah, but if you...
In the case, if you're...
I'm sorry, but if you're a merc or you're an elk... No, actually... Not an elk, but a merc.
Yeah.
If you're
you have a point.
If you're a merc and your target is BD... You need to play as you...
Yeah.
You need to play as BD.
Yeah, you got a good point. I need to condense it a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah, also a good idea for this, or because when it's just like, as I said, a wall of text, then it doesn't make much sense, which is why I usually, if I'm able to, I'll make like a space between things.
I did that on all my things though.
Yeah.
I always do.
And make it in dot forms because that makes it a lot more editable.
No, I just did a space and then small sentences. But I do need to condense it a little bit more.
Like condense it as much as you can.
Yeah, it is true.
Make it as editable as you can because people are not gonna read it otherwise.
Jesus, it sounds like your girlfriend wants to take over your stream. I know, right?
I'm better at it.
Girlfriend's better than streamer.
Yeah. Stooks.
Yeah, let's go again. I do hope you guys enjoy the between matches thing, because we do that when I'm not streaming as well, and I do think it adds another layer. Throw McDerp off his chair and stream yourself. Would be a nice highlight. All right, let's queue up together. Give me a second. All right.